New details in a story that we've been closely following for you. Protections are coming now for those living with disabilities in Missouri. If you or someone you love works in a sheltered workshop, the state is making efforts to keep them open. QCTV5's Joe Chiodo is at a local workshop and has more.
Blue Valley Industries employs people living with disabilities here in Kansas City. They're one of about 89 sheltered workshops in Missouri that now have a bit more support from state lawmakers. All the employees here came to work today happy to hear that these legislators are recognizing their importance in the community. Steve McKinney's worked at Blue Valley Industries for 4 years.
It's about learning how to work with each other, how to communicate with each other.
Blue Valley employs about 80 people just like Steve living with disabilities. And more than 6,000 people are in workshops statewide. Director Brian Hogan made the trip to Jefferson City Tuesday night to show his support, hoping lawmakers would get on board, and they did.
It was really pretty amazing because it really went on for about 30 minutes of representative after representative standing up saying that they knew somebody, they had a family member, that they had people that they cared about that got an opportunity to work in workshops, and how many of those had then used this experience to get jobs elsewhere in the community later on.
In the end, the resolution passed. It's meant to create awareness and support after a new law, the Workforce Innovation and Opportunity Act, is closing shops around the country. The sponsor of the bill is Representative Roy Rowland. His son, JP, also lives with a disability. JP works at Blue Valley packaging lawnmower blades. Rowland says since WIOA was passed, people with disabilities must leave high school by age 21, but they can't work in a shop until 25. That 4-year gap is supposed to encourage them to find more typical jobs, but some can't, and it leaves their families unable to care for them. It would be even worse if shelters were shut down for good.
That this is a model that has worked for a long time. It doesn't mean it's old-fashioned.
He says while inclusion in the community is always ideal and always strived for, not all people living with disabilities fit the same mold. Brian and other directors from all across the state were there to see that vote yesterday. They also brought some of the employees along with them, as well as their family members. In Kansas City, Missouri, I'm Joe Chiodo, KCTV5 News.